Hello and welcome to day 6 of our Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, Las Vegas to Pittsburgh virtual GOTV for GVP Tour. My name's Andrew Patrick. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Today, we're Rocky Mountain High, great state of Colorado, and we are so lucky to be joined by the former governor, current candidate for Senate, Mr. John Hickenlooper. Governor, thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So as governor, in a state that has a history of gun ownership, a history of outdoor sports and hunting, and a lot of people own guns, you took on the gun lobby, you won, you passed universal background checks, you passed the high capacity magazine ban. If you were elected senator, your opponent has refused to push the Senate or Mitch McConnell to take up some of the life-saving policies that have been passed in the House. As senator, how would you continue to take on the gun lobby and fight to get these policies enacted into law?
Well, what we tried to point out again and again was we weren't grabbing people's guns. We weren't trying to take guns away. We were pointing out that all of us have a self-interest in making sure that dangerous people don't get guns. And back in 2012, Colorado was getting to 50% of the gun purchases. We documented that those 50% of background checks, we prevented 3,000 violent criminals from purchasing guns. 138 people who'd been convicted of homicide in Colorado tried to buy a gun and we stopped them. And there were 640 burglars. I mean, again, 3,000 violent criminals in all. And when people heard those numbers, they understood this isn't politics. This is about making our communities safer. And Cory Gardner's received almost $4 million from the NRA and gun manufacturers. All they want to do is make more money. All they want to do is sell more guns. They don't care who they sell guns to. They're against any kind of a background check. And, Cory Gardner and Mitch McConnell are two of the largest receivers of that support in the entire U.S. Senate. So, of course, they don't think background checks should come to the floor of the Senate. They don't want people to hear those arguments that in a state of 5.8 million people, we had, again, think about it, 30,000 or 3,000 violent criminals who tried to buy a gun and we stopped them.
That's right. Absolutely. I remember when the numbers came out and it's like amazing. These are overwhelmingly popular policies. There's the data behind them. And it's amazing that the Senate has refused to act on such an overwhelmingly popular proposal. But so as we mentioned, Colorado has had some of these high-profile mass shootings, from Colorado to Aurora to the STEM high school shooting a few years ago. But there is also a huge gun suicide problem. And in the Senate, there has been Extreme Risk Protection Order Act talked about, but not voted on. Your successor, Governor Polis, passed ERPOs in Colorado. Would you support and take action to pass a law as senator to incentivize more states to pass these life-saving laws?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we passed the red flag law on a bipartisan basis. We even got the civil liberties, ACLU and the civil liberties advocates to recognize that, again, we're not taking people's guns away forever. We're trying to save lives. We've worked in Colorado. We've worked again and again with the shooting ranges, the gun sales, the big sporting goods stores, to try and make sure that they help us educate the people that buy guns so that we cut down on suicides. We make sure that parents begin looking if their son looks like he's depressed or having real struggle, spending more time in the basement just by themselves, just playing video games or whatever. Make sure that the guns are locked up. Make sure the ammunition is not stored with the guns, that they're both under lock and key in separate places, and that your teenage child doesn't have access to them without parental supervision. If you're going to go out and go target shooting together, go hunting together, by all means. This is the basic blocking and tackling of making sure that all of us are safer.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, can you tell our followers and supporters how they can get involved in getting out the vote in your Senate campaign?
Absolutely. And this is going to be a battle. These are a lot of tough campaigns, and the other side is throwing literally millions and millions and millions of of dark money attack ads. It's nasty, nasty stuff. We are always looking for resources. So go to hickenlooper.com, make a donation. It could be $5 or $10, whatever people can afford. We need volunteers to make phone calls. We have right now about 4,500 volunteers. By election day, we want to have 10,000 volunteers, and they're going to make 10 million phone calls. And we hope to have some volunteers that will call the same voter 2 or 3 times just to check on their progress. Did you get your ballot? And then you call back 4 days later. Have you looked at it? Do you understand it? Is it all clear? Do you need to know where to drop it off? Do you need stamps, or, can we pick it up for you? The goal here is to make sure that we get everyone registered and everyone to vote. So if you go to hickenlooper.com/volunteer, you'll be able to volunteer and become one of those wonderful volunteer callers that are going to help us win this election.
That sounds wonderful. Well, Governor, thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it. Please stay safe, and best of luck in the rest of your campaign.
Great. Thank you. And great luck on your tour. I love what you guys are doing.
Thank you.